Hi students. Today we're going to work on subtracting with place value. Okay, so this is the kind of subtraction that you always do. We're just going to keep practicing it. Okay, so we have three digits here. We have a tens place, we have a ones place, a tens place, and a hundredths place. Now I am using the problems on page P21 of your little math workbook. That's the really small, thin one. Page P21 looks like this. It is lesson 1.10. And I'm going to start with problem number 2. And why don't you go ahead and pause this video so you can go get those materials. So I need you to get this paper and a pencil so you can follow along with me. Okay, now that you have those materials, we're going to go ahead and start with this problem. 738 minus 227. Excuse me. Okay, so the first step is to always start in the ones place, okay? So if we're starting in the ones place, we have 8 minus 7. Think to yourself, if you have 8 Skittles, can you eat 7 of them? Yes, you can. And you'll have 1 left over. 8 minus 7 equals 1. So I'm going to write that down, 1. 3 minus 2 equals 1. And 7 minus 2 equals 5. The answer there is 511. We didn't have to do any carrying or any borrowing there. So that made that problem pretty easy. Always remember to pay attention to the symbol here. This is subtraction, okay? We're not doing adding right now. We're doing subtracting. So it's very important that you are, excuse me, that you are being aware of that. Next problem would be number 3. And where it says estimate at the top, we are not doing the estimate part. So you can just like X that part off there. Okay, we're not estimating. We're just solving the problems. All right, so 651 minus 376. We always start in the ones place. So 1 minus 6. What is that? If you have 1 donut, can you eat 6? No, I can just eat 1, right? That means I have to go borrow. I have to knock on the tens place door. So I gotta go knock, 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 and I'm going to say, can I please borrow a 10? And they're always going to say, of course you can borrow a 10. So 5 minus 1 is 4 because we just took a 10 out of there. Now we are going back over to the ones place and we are adding 10 to it. So 10 plus 1 would be 11. Now I have 11 minus 6. Go ahead and think to yourself what 11 minus 6 is. Okay, and if you don't know, you can always count up from 6. You can go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5. 11 minus 6 is 5. All right, in the tens place, we have 4 minus 7. If I have 4 Skittles, can I eat 7? Nope, I can only eat 4. So that means that I'm going to have to go to the hundreds place now. Wow, we're doing a lot of borrowing in this problem. So I have to go to the hundreds place here, and I'm going to have to knock on their door. Knock, knock, knock. I'm going to say, can I please borrow 100? And they're going to say, yes, you can. So I'm going to cross off the 6. That is going to change to a 5 because we are subtracting 1 from it. Okay? Now I go back over here in the tens place and I do 4 plus 1. Or not 4 plus 1, I'm sorry. 4 plus 10. Okay? Basically, I just add a 1 in front of that number. That's going to be 14. Now I have 14 minus 7. 14 minus 7 equals what? If you're thinking 7, then you are correct. Now over in the hundreds place, 5 minus 3. That equals 2. All right, that answer is 275. That was a lot of borrowing in that problem, but that's A-okay. I'm going to zoom us in a little bit. And we're going to go over to this problem. 815 minus 281. All right, first step is to always start in the ones place. 5 minus 1. If I have 5 donuts, could I eat 1? Yes, I can, and then I'll have 4 left. So 5 minus 1 equals 4. Going over in the tens place, 1 minus 8. If I have 1 donut, can I eat 8? No, I can only eat 1, right? So that means I'm going to have to go borrow from the hundreds place. Okay, that means I'm going to knock on the hundreds door. Knock, 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 knock. And they're going to say, who's there? I'm going to say, can I please borrow 100? And they're going to say, yes, of course you can. So we're going to subtract 1 from this number. Really, it's 800, right? We're going to subtract 100, and that would be 700. But really, it just kind of looks like we subtract 1. So 8 minus 1 equals 7. Now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to add 10, okay? Really, all I'm going to do is put a 1 in front of this other one. And that's going to be 11, because a 1 in front of another 1 is 11. Okay, 11 minus 8. That equals 3. Then I have 7 minus 2 in the hundreds place. What is that? That equals 5. The answer to this problem is 534. All right, we have 2 more problems. I would like for you to do this problem right now on your paper. That should be problem 5. So go ahead and try to solve this problem. Pause the video, and then when you are ready to solve it with me, you can resume. All right, so let's go ahead and solve for this problem. 487 minus 290. We always start in the ones place. And 7 minus 0, well, that's just 7, right? Because if we have 7 cupcakes and we take none away, we don't eat any of them, and we still have 7 left. Over in the tens place, 8 minus 9. If you have 8 cupcakes, can you eat 9 of them? No, I can only eat 8. I cannot subtract 9 from 8. That means I have to go over here in the hundreds and borrow 100. So I go knock, knock, knock. And I'm going to say, can I please borrow 100? And they're going to say, yes, you can. So we're going to subtract 100 from this 4. Really, this is 400 because it's in the hundreds place. So 4 minus 1 is 3. That's going to change to a 3. Ooh, I'm going to redo that 3. And then I'm going to go over in the tens place, and I'm going to add 10 to this 8. Really, all I'm going to do is put a 1 in front of the 8. So a 1 in front of an 8 is 18. I added 10. 18 minus 9. Go ahead and figure out what 18 minus 9 is. Well, you should already have figured it out on your paper. So actually, we'll just keep going. 18 minus 9 is 9. And then in the hundreds place, 3 minus 2 is 1. So the correct answer to this problem is 197. All right, we have 1 more left, problem number 6. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to pause this video, solve for this answer, and then resume the video when you're ready to correct it with me. All right, so hopefully you solved this problem. Let's go over it to see if you have the right answer. We always start in the ones place. 6 minus 9. That is a big bottom problem, right? We cannot do it. Big bottom problem is like we've had in many of these other problems. It's when the bottom number is bigger than the top number, okay? If we have 6 Skittles, we cannot take 9 of them away. So that means I have to go borrow over here in the tens place. And this 3 is going to change to a 2 because we take 10 away. Really, this is 30 because it's in the tens place. 30 minus 10 is 20, so this changes to a 2. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to add a 1 in front of the 6. So 6 plus 10. 1 in front of a 6, that's 16. Now I have 16 minus 9. Try to figure out what 16 minus 9 is. And remember, if you don't know, you can use your fingers by counting up. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 7. Now I go over in the hundred or in the tens place, 2 minus 2. I can do that. That is just 0. And then 9 minus 3 in the hundreds place. That is 6. The correct answer is 607. Okay? Awesome. So, those are our 5 problems that we're going to do together. If you want to do some more problems on this practice page, then you can as extra practice. I think that would be a great idea to do, but you don't have to. But you do need to go on Seesaw and complete the subtracting assignment for today. You can always rewatch this video if you need help. And remember, you can always contact me if you need help too. We can always set up a Google Meet so I could help you with math if you need it. Okay? So I will see you guys next time. Bye.